You talk about the fact that potentially we could hit Dow 40,000 within 4 or 5 years. My question is, what is it that gets there, and is it the Federal Reserve?
No, it's basically the economy. When you're selling at 20 times earnings, in my calculations, that's a 5% after inflation return. And if we have 2% inflation, that's a 7% total return. Now, total return is dividends, which is almost 2% plus capital gains. So the capital gains portion is going to be about 5% a year. So, we're almost at 30,000. What do you need 5% a year to get to 40,000? That's the way I would do calculations as far as that's concerned, looking at today's market. So, yes, stocks are not going to get as high as their historical return because they're valued higher to begin with. But they're still miles ahead of bonds, which are priced for zero real return. So for long-term investors, stocks are still certainly the place to be.
Yeah, there's nothing else to buy at this point in time. It certainly seems that is a story that comes out of the market regularly. But does it require bond yields to stay low? There's a pretty straightforward calculation at the moment. You get a move up towards 2% on the 10-year, the equity market backs off. So by extension, what you're saying is that we still probably need to have relatively low bond yields if this is where we're starting from.
And I think we are in a secular low bond yield world. And let me emphasize, and I've said this before, the major reasons for low bond yields are not the central banks. It's demographic and economic forces, slow growth, aging economies, longer life expectancy, more risk aversion of aging investors investing in bonds, and particularly that Treasury bonds have become the hedge asset, the counter-cyclical asset that portfolio managers love to hold. Those are the major forces, not the central bank. And those forces are going to be in place for many years to come. So, we might see the 10-year 2.25, maybe even 2.5. But the days where it's going to 4, 4.5, and 5%, I just can't see that anywhere in the near future.